Hello and welcome to our CARES Act ESSER Fund Overview and Strategies for Contingency Planning on Demand webinar. I am Amos Diaz, the K-12 Marketing Manager for Rosetta Stone Education. So today I'm going to introduce to you Jose Viana. Jose Viana joined Rosetta Stone Education, bringing 27 years of experience in education. A former English learner himself, his career began in Miami, Florida, where he taught English to speakers of other languages. During his time in the classroom, Jose strategically incorporated technology through blended learning in order for emerging bilingual students to fully participate and thus accelerate their proficiency in English and ability to meet academic goals. Jose was most recently the Assistant Deputy Secretary and Director of the Office of English Language Acquisition at the United States Department of Education. In his role, he was responsible for the overall leadership, management, and direction of education for English language learners nationwide. He also oversaw the development and dissemination of discretionary grants, research studies, and resources that guide education practice and policy to meet the needs of our country's emerging bilingual students. Now, without further ado, I'm going to transfer this presentation to our very own Jose Viana.
Thank you. And thank you all for everything you're doing to lead your schools through this unprecedented national emergency. You are making important decisions every day to keep your students, families, and teachers safe. And you're tackling head-on the challenges created by COVID-19. While students and educators are facing significant disruptions and obstacles, your efforts are critical to ensuring that learning continues for all students. It's important to think creatively about new delivery methods and focus on investing in technology infrastructure and content, as well as professional development and training that will help all students continue to learn through some form of remote learning. Students and their families are depending on your leadership to ensure they do not fall behind. The purpose of this presentation is to give you an intro to the CARES Act and specifically the ESSER Funds and what it means to you. It will also address how the funds align with Rosetta Stone Education and how we can help your school or district with successful frameworks. So what is the CARES Act? The CARES Act is a stimulus package that involves additional resources to federal, state, and local government agencies to help them tackle the unique challenges created by the pandemic. I would like to point out two of the funds related to K-12 within the law. The Governor's Emergency Education Relief Fund at $3 billion and the Elementary and Secondary School Emergency Relief Fund at $13.5 billion. What are ESSER funds? Congress set aside approximately $13.2 billion for the Elementary and Secondary School Emergency Relief Fund. The Department of Education is awarding these emergency relief funds to address the impact that COVID-19 has on elementary and secondary schools across the nation. What can the funds be used for? Broadly speaking, the Department of Education encourages state educational agencies that use funds for remote learning to make strategic investments which promote student achievement through long-term improvements in infrastructure and operations so that students may receive educational services whether school campuses are open, closed, or have a hybrid model. Now, what does that mean for you? And I'm quoting, planning for and coordinating during long-term closures, including how to provide meals to eligible students, how to provide technology for online learning to all students, how to provide guidance for carrying out requirements under the Individuals with Disabilities Education Act, and how to ensure other educational services can continue to be provided consistent with all federal, state, and local requirements. What it also means for you, and again I'm quoting, purchasing educational technology including hardware, software, and connectivity for students who are served by the local educational agency that aids in regular and fundamental educational interaction between students and their classroom instructors, including low-income students, students with disabilities, which may include assistive technology or adaptive equipment. And what it also means for you, and again I'm quoting, planning and implementing activities related to summer learning and supplemental after-school programs, including providing classroom instruction or online learning during the summer months and addressing the needs of low-income students, students with disabilities, English learners, migrant students, students experiencing homelessness, and children in foster care. Now, what are the funding requirements? So we have to focus on remote learning. So the SEA must assure that when applicable, it will provide technical assistance to local educational agencies on the use of ESSER funds for remote learning. Also, implementing reporting requirements. So the SEA must show its methodology for how it addresses and assesses student learning gaps resulting from the disruption in educational survey. An SEA must also show how it determines technological capacity and access, including hardware and software and connectivity and instructional expertise to support remote learning. An SEA must also show how it supports remote learning by developing new informational and academic resources and expanding awareness and access to best practices and innovations in remote learning and support for students, families, and educators. Now, when are these funds available? Each SEA's certification and agreement is being processed as it is received. Funds will be obligated on a rolling expedited basis with the expectations that SEAs and LEAs will also use every effort to expend the funds quickly to address crucial student needs. Funds remain available through September 30th of 2022. However, an SEA may award the funds received under this program to eligible entities within 1 year of receipt of the funds. Any funds that an SEA fails to award by the 1-year deadline must be returned to the Department of Education for relocation to other SEAs. Now, because Rosetta Stone Foundations is an easy lift for teachers and tech teams, the program can be up and running very quickly once the funds are available. Our customer success team provides various models of support aligned with district needs that are executed throughout the year with multiple touch points. All students, and especially those who are in most need, don't have any more time to waste. So how does Rosetta Stone education align with these requirements? Students can learn from anywhere with our solution, whether in a remote and/or classroom setting, during the school year or in summer school. Rosetta Stone's online language solutions provide explicit, systematic, personalized learning on English and world languages and delivers performance data for monitoring progress. This research-proven, technology-based approach accelerates language skills development and provides teachers data-driven action plans to help differentiate instruction for each student. Rosetta Stone has reviewed research studies that show significant growth across subgroups, including economically disadvantaged students and English learners. We offer solutions that give immediate feedback. Rosetta Stone programs allow students to move quickly through content as they demonstrate mastery or receive repeated instructions when struggling on a specific skill. This model addresses skill gaps while allowing for acceleration to make up for lost instructional time and/or the summer slide. You can monitor student progress from anywhere. Knowing that teachers are an integral part of student success, Rosetta Stone Language Learning Solutions provides real-time reporting that helps educators prioritize students by who has the greatest need. The reports show the teacher when students continuously struggle. So while on-target and advanced students work independently and continue to challenge themselves with new activities, the teacher can work directly with students who are struggling in a targeted fashion to help them apply alternative strategies to the concept. Here is the link where you can read more about Rosetta Stone's alignment to the CARES Act. Now, let me briefly share how Rosetta Stone Foundations can help your students. But first, I have to start by addressing the opportunity of bilingualism. At Rosetta Stone, we refer to English learners as emergent bilinguals. What this focus does is it surfaces marginalized students' unique strengths and talents. Our goal is to help change the mindset and treasure the learner for what they bring to the classroom instead of labeling them by what they lack. This reframes our thinking as an opportunity to increase bilingualism in the United States. And the benefits of bilingualism include cognitive, social-emotional, and academic benefits, increased job and earning prospects, better brain health, community and international benefits, as well as global commerce and communication. Rosetta Stone Foundations was designed specifically for the emergent bilingual population to improve their language proficiency. Rosetta Stone Foundations empowers educators to better support their schools' growing and diverse emergent bilingual populations while catering to their individual needs. With a focus on the structure of language and getting the students speaking with confidence, Rosetta Stone Foundations provides a program that can adapt to support each of our diverse emergent bilingual learners and their needs. Educators may not have sufficient time, knowledge, or resources to provide the level of differentiated, personalized instruction required to help all their emergent bilingual students thrive. We believe Rosetta Stone Foundations can help meet these diverse needs. We look forward to partnering with you to ensure that learning continues for all students during the COVID-19 pandemic and beyond. Thank you for participating in our on-demand webinar, and thank you for your continued leadership on behalf of America's students.